Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Open session, regular meeting on October 26th.
Made.
Motion made and second. Any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6, we have no correspondence. We have no one signed up for public comments. Chair will entertain a motion on the consent agenda.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any questions on the consent agenda? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 9, Superintendent's Report. Mr. Goho.
Thank you, Dr. Pilata. Members of the school committee, I am requesting approval for the Tri-County Memorandum of Agreement contained in your packet, which allows the district to continue our partnership with Tri-County to offer alternative learning plans and programs for our students who may be age 16, 17, or 18 and not attending the regular public school.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item B.
Next item, I placed on the agenda a policy that the district does not have. It is a hazing policy. We've been very fortunate, knock on wood. I've been principal 20 years now, superintendent pushing 4. So 25 years, we have not had a hazing issue that I know of in North Providence. But as you know, there have been a couple of hazing issues that have occurred throughout the state. And so it's caused a lot of superintendents to just check policies to make sure that we have appropriate language should such an event occur. We do have anti-hazing language in our coaches and students' athletic handbook, and it is also something that is addressed at our preseason orientations. However, it would be a safeguard for the district to have a hazing policy in place. So Attorney Scungio worked with us to put the policy together. And so whatever the pleasure is of the committee, it's a very straightforward policy. I would request a motion to approve it this evening.
Move passage.
Second.
Questions?
Yes. This is not a first read. This is taken into effect tonight, correct?
If that's the pleasure of the committee, yes.
I would amend the motion to say that. Although I didn't make it. Would you amend it to say that?
Made the motion.
If the committee wants to go on with that, sure.
Okay, Mr. Marciano amended his motion. Is there a second to that? Who seconded that motion? Mr. Andriozzi. Any additional questions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item C.
Attorney Scungio, are we covered with all of the motions? Did anything have to be withdrawn? I just want to make sure that
We're fine.
we're fine. Okay. Yeah, Mrs. Picard had asked me. I said I would get clarification. Yes, the policy is approved, effective as of now. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Item C, I would request a motion to table it.
Second.
It's a motion and a second to table. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
That item will be placed on the December executive session agenda and public agenda. Moving on to the superintendent's report, Mr. Seitzinger has put a document in front of you regarding the extensive curriculum progress that we have made in North Providence. Very happy to report, and Mrs. Seitzinger will give you more details, that we have green rated curriculum in ELA, math, and science at the elementary level. So that's a tremendous accomplishment for us. So all of our curricula are rated highly by the Department of Ed and place us in position with the implementation to prepare our students to improve their performance academically and on state tests as well. All of the curricula are also available to the public on our website. I know that has been something that the committee has prioritized, obviously making sure that all of our curricula is green rated, but also transparent and fully accessible to the public on our website. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Mrs. Seitzinger for anything else that you would like to add with your update.
Yeah, thank you, Superintendent Goho and members of the school committee. Good evening. Thank you for that. The one piece that we're still going to be updating is our science curriculum at the high school because they have not vetted a high quality curriculum yet, but we have till 2026. So we'll be working on that and looking forward to that.
So we're green rated ELA and math, K
ELA
through.
and math, but science K through 8.
Okay, so green rated means high quality curricula,
Yes.
fully in place, pre-K through 12, ELA and math.
Yes, and science is K through 12. K through, I'm sorry, 8.
Science at this point is only K through 8,
Correct.
still pending at the high school.
But for that particular purpose, RIDE only has ELA and math at
Correct.
this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of districts and a lot of school committees ask, and, they don't see the sausage making of curriculum. It's not something that a school committee sees. So I do appreciate you bringing this forth. We're making the public aware, the school committee aware. Pre-K through 12, ELA and math, high quality curriculum in place. Great accomplishment and available to the public electronically. And then science, K to 8, still working for RIDE to vet the science options.
Yes. Hopefully those will be, I believe they said possibly by 2024, we should see some curricula for science at the high school. So we look forward to that. I think the important thing about the curricula too is that we are utilizing our data, which I'm saying in my report as well, to constantly, revise our curriculum, use our student data to make sure that we're aligned, obviously, to the standards, but also we're improving our curriculum based on the student data and the students in front of us. So through my update, I won't take too long, but just that the distance learning plan was approved by RIDE, and that is on the website, and we're also getting it translated into Spanish, and that will be posted as well. And just a quick snapshot of our district data in terms of RIDECast and all our state assessments for you. And then the next time, I believe in December, I'm going to do a presentation, so a little more detailed. But if you have any questions, please let me know. Some of the data was basically the same. Some of it was flat. There are pockets of, some improvements. But it's pretty much, I would say, what we expected coming out of the pandemic. Our goal is, with the high quality curriculum and the practices we have in place, and really looking at our data continuously. I think within 3 to 5 years, as the commissioner said, we should see continuous improvement. That is the goal, to keep increasing, in increments. I will just highlight that the middle schools had some good increases in ELA and math. So continuing with that, just to mention that we also, for professional learning, we're continuing with elementary grade levels in December, meeting with all the grade level teachers. And what we do is we go over things that we're working on in terms of the curriculum with ELA and math and also science. We're still trying to integrate our science and ELA so that teachers can really work smarter, not harder, so that they feel supported in that too. And so our coaches are working on that. We've had middle school content meetings at our administration office, and that's going very well. So the content leaders lead and facilitate those teams, and it's just really amazing to watch. I'm just so proud of our teachers and the work that they do together as they collaborate. They look at data. I mean, as soon as the RIDECast got released, they were looking at that data. So really proud of them and the work that they're doing. And the last group that we'll have for now is social studies on Monday, and then we'll do it again in the springtime. And we're really looking forward to our grade level meetings with elementary. Just wanted to mention too that through some grant money that we had, we purchased some professional development materials for our teachers and for our schools. So they each have a professional library, and we got 6 copies of each text or resource for them so that they can do text studies, they can do text talks, they can take them individually. But I've highlighted some of the areas there, and that can be used by anybody at the schools. Social emotional learning, equity, multilingual learners, special education, culturally responsive practices, differentiation, all of the things that are related to our district strategic plan and our goals in our district. So the principals were really excited about that. So I'm really proud that we did that for them. And we'll continue to add to those libraries, but something that we haven't had here. Right to Read is continuing in our district. The secondary level has already finished their awareness training, except for new people that came on board. Grades K through 2 are in proficiency training right now. That's going very well. And the literacy leadership training is going on with our team, and we actually have a meeting tomorrow, one of our virtual meetings with the AIM Pathway Institute. And we've already kind of talked about the curriculum document we gave you. And as I said, we're continuing our work with our curriculum team. So the next time I meet with ELA, math, and science, we will be looking at our released items, or we'll be looking at our student data, and we will actually take our curriculum by grade and look at that and revise it accordingly. And then the LEAP grant, we did do a survey for the community, and that came back. I don't have a copy of that here, but if you'd like that, I can provide that. Of the feedback from the survey from the community was very positive in terms of what we're spending our funds on, and that is high quality curriculum, social emotional learning supports, and our special education programs, which we've shared with you before. We also are starting learning walks. We just started some recently in ELA and math across the district. That's going very well, and that's something else that's really going to cause teachers and principals and all of us to reflect on our students' learning and curriculum improvements and instructional improvements. So we're super excited about that and that feedback, and quite frankly, that transparency, because I think we really need to continue to have those conversations in order to improve. And then we just held our first induction meeting with our new teachers, and they all received that text by Todd Whitaker, which is about their first year of teaching. So it's not just teachers, but it's support staff as well. So we have induction coaches working with them on a bi-weekly basis. They're reviewing lessons, they're giving them feedback on their evaluations, and that's been very positive. And then we had our district health and wellness committee meeting on November 7th. We're going to start to look at our policy again because it's been a couple of years. And students from the high school are part of the team. They weren't able to come this time, but they are going to participate. Also, InterU, we're still partnering with them, and they did their first family workshop on October 19th. And it really aligned to our ruler program in terms of social emotional learning and sharing with parents how to help their children regulate emotions and how to identify them and really support that. So that is also recorded every time they do that, and it's under on the website under family, so they can see that. And then there are just some pictures of this learning that I spoke about. And happy Thanksgiving.
So, Mrs. Seisinger, just 2 points. Our virtual learning plan has been approved by RIDE. So this is the plan that allows us to have distance learning days for up to 5 days of inclement weather or whatever else might necessitate it. So that is publicized on the website. There's no change to anything that we have been doing. And I'm sure you have. Make sure that the principals obviously reshare that and give the key information to parents ahead of time.
Yes, they have, and I've noticed that on their updates as well. And I wanted to just go back to Gina's point, Ms. Picard, about the time schedule of the day, and the whole district will be 8:30 to 2:30, so that will be shared, consistently with everybody. So just wanted to make sure I remember that question that you had.
And then the other point is, as you said, we have our state assessment results, and we're preparing a more detailed analysis and presentation for the December meeting.
That is correct. I will have that ready for you.
Mrs. Picard?
Just a request for when we do the RICAS data, if we could have, you may already have it done that way, but the grades 3 through 8 broken down, and I'd like to see the reading, language, and writing proficiency, because I want to know the differences between the 3 standards that came out on the overall score for grades 3 through 8.
For 3 through 8, yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions from Mrs. Seitzinger? I just have one, Louise. Purple, the ones that are graded purple has not been rated.
Those were locally developed.
Rating.
That was in the past. So do you mean on the curriculum review? Yeah, those were older. That was from previous years, and that means that those were locally developed usually, curricula. That's what you don't want to see right now.
Thank you. All right. Next item on the agenda, item 10, we have no school committee reports. We have no old business. Item 12, new business. Turn it back over to Mr. Goho.
Thank you, Dr. Plata. I request a motion to approve the Veterans Memorial Auditorium contract for the North Providence High School graduation, June 8th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Questions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Next item on the agenda would be the pleasure of the school committee regarding the information that we have provided regarding the Northern Rhode Island Collaborative membership of the North Providence School Department.
I make a motion to withdraw membership effective June 30th of this year, of 2023, not this year.
Okay, the motion is to withdraw from the Northern Rhode Island Collaborative effective June 2023.
June 30th, 2023.
And that,
And there was a second by Mr. Andriozzi. Any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Next item on the agenda is a request for the school committee to approve the bid that has been submitted to install bollards. For lack of a better term, the bollards are the cement posts. We have a bunch of them at the new schools, and so when we did our safety assessment of the schools in the spring, one of the things that we identified would be a need to have these bollards or cement barriers, aesthetically pleasing cement barriers, installed here at the high school for the three entrances actually, on the side of the building. The front entrance at Birchwood Middle School and the front entrance at Ritchie Middle School, essentially to prevent any kind of vehicle from penetrating the front doors. And so this is money that is going to be utilized from the state school safety fund.
Motion to approve?
Questions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Next item is I request a motion to remove the obsolete textbooks from North Providence High School as submitted in your packet.
so move.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item, item 13, approval of bills.
Second.
A motion and a second. Questions on bills?
Just a comment. Very well done, as usual. Very transparent and easy to read.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Any other questions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 14, use of property requests.
So moved as submitted.
Second,
It's a
Question?
motion and a second. Questions?
Question?
Mr. Pollock.
Mr. Goho, I just noticed the last one, you have it in front of you. I see it was approved, but I don't see any information in it. You happen to recall what that is?
I'm sorry, Mr. Pollock, I don't know if you could use the microphone. I wasn't able to hear down here.
Yeah, if you look at the last use of property, I see it was approved, but at least my copy doesn't have any of the information in there as to what it is.
I do soccer. It's typed in. It says soccer practice town. Recent for use. Is that what you're talking about? They typed it in really small, Chuck.
All right, yeah, it's just very, very, very faint. I apologize. I did.
So is everything,
Yes, I'm good. I apologize. It was just very, very faint. Yeah.
Question been answered, Mr. Pollock?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. There was a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Item 15, we have no request to address the committee. We have no pending business. Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
so
Aye.
move.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.